We need to listen to our bodies and make sure we're giving ourselves the love and attention that it deserves. Come on, everyone, and grab some snacks.
My sugar going low, can I get some snacks?
Hello friends, trace amounts of science. We're getting back into Tales of Community College, the one who has it bad today. I think the last one was titled Sourface something or other. Links in the description. I hope you'll check it out if you haven't quite yet. But regardless of any of that, I'm looking forward to this, so let's jump into this thing and have some fun. And hey, thanks for being here today. Tales of Community College, the one who has it bad, part 3. Just to clarify, parts 1 and 2 are in the first video, okay. Hey, ReddX and readers, I'm back for another tale about Queenie and her little club. I finally have time to give you guys the third part of me being pushed around. I haven't razzed you too much for it, though. It's mostly friggin' Art Lad that's pulling OP and all this crap. Anyway, before I can continue, I would like to clarify some things that my poor grammar made it seem like one thing, but it's not that thing. First, my father is not dead. I don't know if I presume that. I guess I did, because he brought up, like, the memory of your father. In fact, he's the one who helped me get into college, and he's still very much alive and well. Sorry if I made it seem that way. My father has helped me with a lot of bullshit, and he's the type to give up the shirt off his back if you ever needed a shirt. And sometimes people do need a shirt. I was bumming for cigarettes as like a scuzzy hate everybody teen, but there's this, homeless dude without a shirt. He's got a bandana on. I saw the third eye in the middle of his head for just a minute. So I did everything I could for him. I gave him the shirt right off my back, walked home shirtless, grabbed a tent out of the garage, and brought it back with like a sandwich. I don't know what happened to him after that, but best of luck out there. It's tough times, even back then. Truth is, I don't despise the entire planet deep down. Sometimes you can see when somebody truly needs help. And I'm glad to put a hand out and help you, but, don't come back asking for more every time, then then I regret it a little bit. Sorry, what were we talking about? Well, there I go, rambling again. Glad to hear your dad's alive. One of many reasons my mother married him, she says. Yeah, women want a manly man, but he also has to know how to be giving sometimes, right? Better to give than to receive, right? It's almost Halloween, and that means it's basically Christmas in the Philippines. Did you know that? We started in September. My wife put the tree up. The kids love it. It's fun. Sorry, I'm really distracted today. Get me off on, endless tangents. Let's focus up. Second point, Art Lad really was dense. And the title really is just me giving a little riddle or brain teaser or inside joke of someone going through the crap. I'm glad ReddX has read my story and he's figured some things out, while others, I guess it does seem like Art Lad may also have a thing for Queenie, but no, that's not the case. No, I didn't assume that at all. I can state that concretely. If I made jokes about him banging, it's just because it seemed gross. Also, thanks for the game recommendations. I will check those out. Yeah, just a little indie stuff, but I don't know, indie stuff is where the really tasty things come from, in my experience. Anyways, it's time for the club roll call. Dizzy, that's OP. 19 at the time, still having somewhat cold feet about the club. Introverted and really just want to be home, playing video games. Closeted trans guy, but the shell is cracking. I did kind of sort of offhandedly mention that I was studying graphic design, but that's not important to the story. But just keep in mind, both art and graphic design classes share the same building. Yeah, because it's one of those things that you see with your eyes. So you got to make it in that building. The things for seeing eyes building. Art Lad's 19, friend from high school, and an art student. An extrovert that's very outdoorsy, but tends to have chronic foot-and-mouth syndrome. Queenie, 20 years old, club president, loves food and wine with an H. This club meeting is where she gives her all, but what she's really hoping for is that Art Lad will give her his all. You know what I mean? Huh? There's also Sourface, 21-year-old club member. He's here to show everyone that fat men need to be heard, and no one's gonna stop him type of demeanor. And yeah, he's a fat guy version of Queenie's mean girl. I find him fascinating, but only when he's with Queenie. Really, the only thing I actually find fascinating is their conflict. There's Miss Mall Doll, 20 years old, and the club vice president, one of Queenie's yes men, and named Mall because she really didn't like me, and Doll for the fact that she was really shaped like one of those Russian nesting dolls. Pear-shaped, I believe it's called. And yes, Muy Mal, okay. I thought this was somewhere in Spain, but I couldn't be sure, so I didn't say it. Because Mal is like, it's still not completely locked down, but I'll venture a guess now. OP might tell me at some point. Just don't, be too specific with it. There's also Cherry, 22 years old, the club's treasurer, and the only sane one. And one of the most normal when it comes to talking to people. She's named for the fact that she always wears red lipstick and dresses like she's from the 50s. Oh, kind of rockabilly chick. I'm into that. Her body type is that of a plus-sized hourglass. See, them rockabilly chicks, they know how to get it, right? They put their biscuits and gravy where it belongs, goddamn! It's amazing to me how far, style and sophistication can take you. Good for Cherry, There's also Bon Bon, 21 years old, a club member, and the other yes man for Queenie. She's the same height and body type as Queenie, and the reason Bon Bon is the name that she was given is because without fail, she always has some kind of sugary drink or snack. Wait, I thought that's not allowed in the club rooms. You're gonna get us in trouble, Bon Bon. There's also Best Bro, 19, and Art Lad's best friend. He doesn't go to the community college. Instead, he's going to the university that's on the other side of town. He's not in the club, but he is in the story. Oh, he's gonna look down on the community college kids, huh? I almost completed one semester and I'm proud. Okay, so everybody is accounted for now, and the meeting is in session. So it's Friday, and the whole week has been very busy. I've just been going to classes, studying, going back home, trying to relax. Queenie hasn't come by to talk to me, to tell me about getting all the pamphlets and giving them to people, but Art Lad was more than willing to play messenger boy for her since we are in the same building. I think it would be a lot easier for all of us to share our phone numbers, but Queenie doesn't like that idea, and Art Lad always says, "No, it's fine. She always stops by my classes either before or after the lesson and tells me what she needs from you. Yes, like handing down a royal decree. Go, my flying monkey. Bring my orders forthwith." OP says there's really no point in arguing with him since, dense as a brick wall. In between me studying till late at night for some projects and developing a coffee edition, preach, I would say that college life has been pretty easy at this point. I've also been texting some friends during my downtime, and one of those friends was Best Bro. Our conversation was years ago, but this is like the gist of what we said to each other. Best Bro, "Hey dude, are you alive? You haven't crossed to the other side from studying too hard, right?" OP, still breathing. Though I do kind of wish I crossed to the other side, and then maybe I wouldn't have to worry about student loans. But anyway, how's you and your girl? Best Bro, "Awesome. Me and my girl doing really well. Actually, I was wondering if you want to, hang out with me and Art Lad after your whole fatty club thing." Fatty club thing? Love it. Best Bro is a vibe. OP says, only if it's somewhere that I can recharge mentally. Being with people just drains me, and meeting new people takes a lot out of me. Honestly, same. Best Bro, how about that old coffee place near you guys' campus? Art Lad wanted to check it out. He told me that he thinks it's a good place to take my girlfriend there, if she wants. Are you in or out? OP, a quiet place where you can drink coffee and read a nice book. Sounds good. I'm in. Do you actually bring a book? I bring a Kindle everywhere. It's basically the backup for when the Steam Deck runs out of batteries.
It gave me no warning at all that the battery was about to die. It just died.
OP says, cool.
I'm surprised you joined the club since, you hate being outside your room.
OP, I don't hate being outside, it's just that outside doesn't have my video games. Yeah, I think we understand each other well. Best bro,
I thought you were going to be open-minded.
OP, about me going outside or me meeting people? Best bro,
Both?
OP, yeah, maybe. But probably not, though. The club was at the other side of campus, where they held all the lecture halls, and I was starting to chicken out from going to that first club meeting and then officially becoming a club member, but Art Lad was right there, waiting for me. Art Lad,
Sup, OP? Ready for the first meeting?
OP, not really. Art Lad,
What? Why not? Isn't this the chance for you to, make your dad proud? Just stop doing that, alright?
I don't know if he gets to do that, but I feel like he shouldn't get to do that.
Just think, you coming home and saying to your dad, hey, I did something to try and change society. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, it might be cool if you were changing it for the better. This is just a place for fat people to complain about something that literally is within their power to change. There are people out there with legitimate medical concerns that can't lose weight for one reason or another, but all of these people are not that. So why are we doing this? So we can put fat girls on the cover of Sports Illustrated, I guess. OP says, I really don't think me joining a club about body inclusivity is me fighting for societal change. It's not like I'm doing anything in terms of getting people aware. Art Lad,
yeah, but it's baby steps, though. Gotta start somewhere.
That's right. I'm gonna start with this chocolate cake. We got some catching up to do, don't we? Might go off the rails, I don't know. From there, I just sort of followed along. We're talking about meeting up with Best Bro at the coffee place, and that's where we see some people waiting outside the lecture halls. I didn't know in which hall the meeting was being held, so I asked, hey, Art Lad, where is the actual meeting place? Is it the one that has all those people standing around outside of it? And Art Lad said, yeah,
but Queenie should already have the key to the hall, and she came by to tell me where it's at. Is she not here or something?
Sourface,
Well. Looks like Queenie wussed out. I guess she couldn't handle being a leader.
Damn, bro, sick burn on somebody who's not here at all. I turned around to see Sourface with a smug smile just walking towards us. I'm so confused as to why he's smiling like that, since I really had no idea what kind of relationship he had with Queenie, nor the reason as to why he would ever want to join her club. I mean, Queenie says gender quotas, but I think that's BS. I think they're still doing it on the down low. Find each other in the janitor's closet, make a foul soup. That's bleach and ammonia, don't ever do it. Sourface says,
Art Lad, why are you here? A club like this isn't something that skinny people should be joining. You don't know what it's like to be a fat man.
Thank God for that. Art Lad,
I just wanted to help out a friend. What's wrong with that?
Sourface,
yeah, now you want to hang out with Queenie. I mean, it's not wrong to help a pal, but you've been declining Queenie's offers to hang out all week. Not sure what's happened since the last week of summer semester.
Art Lad looks away, his happy-go-lucky smile turning into a frown.
I don't want to talk about it.
Damn, dude. You threw the hot dog down the hallway? What happened here? I need details. If you don't give me details, I have to assume the worst. Just before I could ask if he was okay, Cherry made her grand entrance. Cherry, hi, sorry I'm late. The president and vice president are coming a little late as well, but they say they have something for us. Let me get you guys inside and we can get you started with signups. Oh, I'm Cherry, by the way, the club's treasurer. It's so nice to meet you all. I remember her being way too bubbly. Well, she's overcompensating for something too, a little bit, but I like her way of overcompensation rather than what everybody else has chosen. The club was really small. If we include Queenie, Cherry, and Miss Maldal, it might have been like 11 or 10 people in total. Most clubs have 20 or 30 people at once, not including the sports clubs because, yeah, they're not co-ed. As we entered, Cherry gave us a quick rundown on what rules we have to follow and the goal of the club, as well as what we should expect to see during our time in the club. Yeah, wow, Cherry's like way too all in on this, doubly overcompensating. Cherry says, the one problem we have is we don't get funding from the office due to the size of our club, and we're considered more of a social club than an awareness club, so we might either do fundraising or pay up front events. Yeah, we might, maybe, if we get around to it. It is a social club. Sourface says, what? Pay up front? Why do I have to give hard-earned money when other clubs get money for free? And I'm not doing fundraising. Yeah, you give him chocolate bars to go sell, they ain't coming back. Chocolate! Chocolate! And no money's coming back either, to be specific. Artlad says, I thought you lived at home. I didn't know you even had a job. Doesn't your mom or dad give you money for stuff? Sourface, dude, what the hell? I told you not to say anything about that. If you're ashamed of the way you live, maybe you should live differently. Artlad then slaps his mouth shut with both hands upon realizing what he did. Again, foot in mouth syndrome. Artlad was not the kind of guy that you tell your secrets to because he'll just say it out loud without thinking about it. And the worst part is he'll say, oops, I forgot. I didn't mean to. Like it was totally funny. Yeah, your fried brain is really fucking hilarious to me. Do you not have a section for I will never repeat these things out loud? I think everybody should. Anyway, Cherry says, ahem! Anyway, we need about 15 people to get some funding, and we still have time to get some new people. Oh yeah, that sounds great. Pack them in, Miss Maldal.
Yes, you don't need to shout. I can feel my ears bleeding.
Miss Maldal and Queenie had just come into the room with a lot of bags, and I mean a lot of bags. Both Queenie and Miss Maldal were holding like 4 to 5 bags each. It was like they were bringing in supplies for a party. Hey, pizza party, sweet. Maybe there are some benefits to the fatty club, huh?
Pizza time.
Bon. Oh, Queenie, you're here. I heard you got something for us. What did our president buy? Miss Maldal.
You know how she is. She's always got something in her sleeve, and she's really went above and beyond today.
Cherry. Miss President, you do know about the rules, right? I hope it's what I think it is. Is it? Queenie.
Come on, Cherry. There's nothing wrong about breaking the rules once in a while. Plus, it's part of our meeting.
Cherry. We only get 2 hours of club time. How is having bags of something being a part of HAES, Miss Maldal?
Everything! Come, Queenie, and let's show them what we have!
It's just like endless little Debbies, I know it. With that, they dump everything out of those bags, and all I saw was just this big-ass pile of snacks. There were snack cakes, Oreos, cookies, chips, bags of candy, fruit snacks, just so much. For a party of like maybe 50 people sitting on top of the teacher's desk. I know I could be a real fat ass, but even I know that is just overkill. Yeah, a little bit. I was just sitting there with mouth agape from seeing the snack food mountain. Yes, it pales in comparison to the butter tendy mountains. But everybody likes an oatmeal cream pie now and again, don't they? Artlad says, damn, Queenie, you brought enough food for the rest of the semester. That is like a whole lot of food. Queenie.
Of course you think it's a lot. Always starving yourself just to be skinny. And then again, you are a guy. You just burn it off. Just from breathing.
Yeah, It's because of all this robust musculature and also my big manly brain.
Sourface,
That's not true. I don't eat much and I'm still overweight. I have a glandular problem and people don't believe me.
I mean, I guess all that remains to be seen. I'll believe you, like, surface level until I see you dive into that snack cake pile just like everybody else. Cherry says, if both of you are going to start fighting, I'm going to have to ask you to take it outside, while the rest of us who know how to use our indoor voices can actually talk about the club. Oh, see, overcompensating again, Cherry, because she's the treasurer, not the president. But she still wants to, take charge. Whereas Queenie, the actual club president, wants to let everything spin out of control. There's many good conflicts going on in this story. I'm liking it. Bon says, yeah, Queenie, you're the president, and you shouldn't take crap from anyone. Miss Maldal,
Yeah, Queenie. He's just trying to get on your nerves. Woman up, girl.
Queenie,
You're right.
she relaxes a bit.
Today's our first ever meeting, and what we're supposed to be doing is introducing ourselves and telling the club why you wanted to join.
So one by one, everybody introduces themselves and gives their reasons, and then comes Sourface. Sourface,
Yeah, I'm Sourface. I'm 21 years old. And I wanted to join because I wanted to tell a real story about fat oppression. A story that our club president could never understand. Not like she cares at all. And I'm the best shoulder to cry on if you need to vent.
Queenie just rolls her eyes at this and says,
Okay, thank you. Who's next?
before pointing to Art Lad. Queenie,
How about you? Tell us about yourself and your reason.
Art Lad, sweet, I'm next. Okay, he stands up and takes a deep breath.
I'm Art Lad. I love meeting new people, and I joined this club to help out a good friend and maybe learn something about, like loving your body and stuff.
And then he sits back down. Honestly, not a bad answer. Like the double entendre at the end. You can have a little snicker if you're childish. I might. Loving your body. Queenie,
That's it? That's all you have to say?
Art Lad,
Yep, not much to say.
Miss Maldal,
Okay, then. That just leaves you.
looking at OP.
Come on, tell us why you're here.
You know that feeling when you're trying to hide behind a book in order for the teacher to not call on you, only for said teacher to choose you to read out loud to the class? Well, that's how I felt in this moment, but I did this to myself, and I had been very quiet during this entire thing. I don't know anything about hiding behind the book. I love to read out loud, as you might have guessed from the YouTube thing. Artlad nudges OP, though, and whispers, "Come on, dude. You got this." OP, taking a deep breath and standing up. "Hello, everyone. I'm Dizzy, and I joined this club with my friend Artlad, and I hope I get to learn something from this club and to just find myself, I guess. I hope I don't cause too much trouble, since this was my first time ever hearing about HAES. And then I sit back down. Miss Maldal,
Really? You've never heard of HAES and you're a girl?
like some kind of pick-me, which is the subtext in girl there. Queenie says,
That's why I founded this club. More people should know. And it's working too, since someone like OP could go their whole life not knowing about social issues and not having a care in the world, and she came and joined us.
"Yes, big accomplishment there. You've changed approximately one life." Not necessarily for the better. OP says, "Girl, I've seen people protesting in front of mayor's offices just to have better drinking water, and opening up a food bank just for low-income households so they could have better lives. People calling me a fat fuck is not a social issue."
And that's a fact.
That's like the funniest thing you said. Yeah, this is my feelings exactly. We probably made this choice at some point, okay? Stop blaming other people for it. But indeed, OP says, my backbone still 'tis too soft in this tale, a mere limp noodle that cannot defend against a verbal army of words. So I just looked down at the floor. Now, I know that there's one thing that basically everybody on the planet should know. Assholes are gender neutral. Everybody has one, and everybody knows one. And if you don't know one, I could be the one. For OP and friends, Queenie is, well, one of many.
And now, everyone, the topic of this meeting is not only getting to know everybody, but to get to know your own bodies.
Uh-oh, this is gonna get weird. Take the snack cake and rub it on your chest. Alright, let's try not to laugh at this point.
I'm pretty sure that getting to know our bodies is what makes you go blind and grow hair on your palms.
Yeah, he's gonna work his way back into my good graces. You just keep up that cheeky, nonchalant golden retriever bullshit. You'll work your way back around. OP elbows Art Lad and whispers, "Dude, that was a lame-ass joke." I don't know, I kind of liked it. Miss Maldal.
Ugh! Gross! She wasn't talking about that!
Bon. Ew, how mature. Queenie blushes and looks away, saying,
I don't mean in a sex ed kind of way. I was just talking about intuitive eating.
Cherry. Oh, I've heard of intuitive eating. Wait, is that why you brought snacks? Queenie.
Yep. We need to listen to our bodies and make sure we're giving ourselves the love and attention that it deserves. Come on, everyone, and grab some snacks.
My sugar going low. Can I get some snacks?
I can believe intuitive eating like pregnant women do, you know? Is there a reason that my wife craved fried chicken 7 nights a week? Probably so. You need the protein. You're growing a little body in there. But like choosing between a ho-ho and a chocodile, it's not gonna make a difference. Everybody started grabbing their treats while Art Lad and OP stay sitting down. Art Lad,
are you not getting some?
OP, no, not in the mood for snacking. Plus, what I really want right now is a good cup of coffee. Amen. But what if you took the snacks and like put them in the coffee? It's not gonna work with like the pre-processed bullshit though. They just got all waxy and weird. You need like some fresh baked pan de sal. Oh my goodness. I don't really do mornings, but that'll get me up in the morning. Art Lad says, "Oh yeah,
Best Bro's meeting us in the back of the coffee place. I heard it's like a low-profile vibe, so nothing too fancy."
OP, thank God. I don't understand why places in college towns have this need to be so extra. Because you're spending mommy and daddy's money. It doesn't mean anything to you yet, you see? Now come and give it to me. I've got carbonated sugar and cosmic brownies. Okay, here, take all of it. Anyway, Miss Maldal says,
"Are you two not going to grab snacks?"
Art Lad,
no, not really.
OP, thanks for offering. I know it's to teach us about listening to our bodies when we're hungry. However, my body is saying that I'm not hungry. Bon. That's bullshit. You might be a small fat, but that doesn't mean you have to starve yourself just to play nice with him. Stares at Art Lad as she says that. OP has about the same question that I do out of that sentence and says, small fat?
What the hell is that?
Queenie says,
Yes, small fat. It means you're fat, but you can still find clothes at regular clothing stores. Next week, we'll talk about different sizes of fat bodies and how to make your surroundings more fat-friendly.
Personally, I'm very grateful to be a small fat. It reminds me of like a National Geographic documentary or something.
The small fat tussles with the cookie package, and then the big fat comes and takes it away. Ah, the vicious circle of life.
Sourface says,
"Do you hear that, skinny boy? I hope you can keep up. I'm sure Queenie will make extra time for you."
and then he whispers to Art Lad,
"Unless you have someone else in mind. I'm just trying to keep Queenie on her toes."
Artlad whispers back, "What the fuck do you mean if I have someone else in mind? What the hell gave you that idea?" Sourface looks at me with the most creepy and slimy grin I have ever seen. Ugh. A lecherous grin. I hate it. It's imprinted in my memory. The way he smiled, it was like the Disney cartoons version of Cheshire Cat, but showing off the gums, and also his eyes looked like they were sizing me up. All I can think of is wishing that I was born with a more masculine body so he'd stop looking at me. I doubt he did it because he likes me, more so to see how Artlad would react. Sourface then moved towards me, speaking at normal volume.
So, OP, right? Artlad's your friend, huh? You don't mind telling me more about yourself, right? I wanted to say I'm sorry about what you saw on Monday when you were helping Queenie during that club rush thing.
OP says, yeah, it's fine. I've known Artlad since freshman year of high school. I don't really talk about myself all that much. I don't really do much extroverted activity. Mostly just reading and gaming. Sourface.
Oh, you play video games?
Damn it. Big mistake.
I play too from time to time. If there's a game you want to play, just let me know.
Oh yeah, you got the hookup, huh? Just never mind the fact that your fans spin up when your CPU is supposed to be idling. You're mining Bitcoin somewhere in China. Yeah, whatever. Free games is free games. You get what you pay for. So it's around this point that Sourface gets really close to OP. Like he's 3 inches away from me, and I could feel his hot breath on my forehead. Did he have halitosis? I'm just looking down, not wanting to make eye contact anymore. I am frozen. This is the most fear I've ever felt, and I've been in situations where people made me feel off. Artlad says, "Dude, what are you doing? Can't you see you're making OP uncomfortable?" OP, could you please give me some elbow room? You're kind of in my personal space here. Good, little bit of backup. See, Artlad, he's gonna turn it around. It's fine. We're all about forgiveness and redemption on the ReddX YouTube channel. That's a fact. Sourface then moves away from OP and stands next to Artlad.
What? I was just talking to my fellow club member. Or maybe you want to be in her personal space.
Artlad, no. Me and Dizzy are just friends, more like siblings, really. OP, I think it's more like cousins twice removed. Artlad, yeah, that exactly. Sourface, looking confused and raising an eyebrow.
Aha. So, nothing more?
OP and Artlad. Yeah,
Yes,
dude, nothing more. Then Queenie interrupts and says,
Sourface, stop being mean to Artlad. He was just sitting there. Dizzy, you shouldn't just sit there and not have a snack. Live once in a while. Or maybe you're just too brainwashed from fat phobia bad speak to be woman enough to get a man with your personality.
Again, with the backhandedness. I don't think that's backhandedness, OP. That is front-handedness. Also, my personality doesn't land me in the ongoing turf war with a guy who's basically a male version of me, but my spine is not shining through, and like a good little bitch, all I said was, I'm not hungry. Also, I never wanted a guy at all. That didn't cross my mind. Cherry, yeah, girl, who needs relationships when you can be happy with numero uno? Self-love is important, you know? With that, I do agree, with the stipulation within limits, okay? You can't just do whatever you want all the time. That's not self-love. Self-love is ensuring that you make it to retirement age. Respecting the body and the gift of life that you've been given. Whatever. It's another video, I guess. Sourface says, whatever, and lowers down to Artlad's eye level and says in a low voice,
I don't know what your deal is, but I know you're up to something. Something that makes Queenie second guess herself, not letting me be a part of it. I don't know what you did last semester, but What I do know is that Queenie's thirsting for something that both of you once had. Maybe together.
Yes, maybe, but he'll never admit to that. Art Lad just sat there, stone cold, and Sourface walked away. While I'm sitting here just as confused as Bugs Bunny after taking a wrong turn in Albuquerque. How much damage can you do in just 1 month and 2 weeks? I mean, it was probably low, but I was just close enough to hear what they were talking about, and it seems that Art Lad did something, but Art Lad wouldn't hurt someone like that, right? I don't know. I've been attuned to expect surprises in this series. He was doing okay working his way out of the hole, but I mean, there's still some story left. He might fumble the bag. LP says, Art Lad, are you Art Lad?
I don't want to talk about it.
OP, sorry, just worried, man. Never seen you this serious. It's really out of character for you, Queenie.
So, Art Lad, are we doing something after this? There's this really cool garden near the campus, and I know you like nature and shit, and I was wondering...
How thoughtful.
And I was wondering if you and I could go for a walk there.
Art Lad?
Yeah, I am doing something after this. Me and my buddy Best Bro are meeting up at this coffee shop that everyone's talking about, and I want to go check it out.
Queenie, trying not to look annoyed.
Oh, of course. Why am I not surprised? Well, at least have a rain check on the garden thing. I swear it's nice.
Art Lad?
Yeah, totally. I'll ask Best Bro if he's up for it as well when me and Dizzy meet up with Cue the Sound of Heartbreak.
Wait! You're taking OP? Aren't you just friends? Why are you taking OP?
This is getting really weird, man. What happened to the ding-dongs and the ho-hos? Go eat a couple. You'll feel better, I promise. Your blood sugar's low. That's what's happening. OP says, oh, well, I hadn't seen Best Bro in a long time. It's really just friends meeting up with another friend. Can guys be friends with someone who's a woman? Well, a woman who's a closeted trans guy who's not ready to come out yet? I don't know. You've added some twists and turns. I'd presume yes. But every story's different then, isn't it? Queenie?
Oh, maybe I can partake. It's just like you said. Friends meeting up with a friend, right?
Art Lad?
Sorry, Queenie. Just old high school friends meeting up. It's a little catch-up thing since leaving high school. You're not, like, sad or mad about it or something, right, Queenie?
Oh, totally not. I like being left hanging when it comes to not getting in on RSVP plans I made. Just no biggie.
Well, cool. I'm glad you're not going to be passive-aggressive and dramatic about it. Art Lad says, awesome. I knew you'd understand. You're a good friend, Queenie. Art Lad really does put the oopid in stupid. He sure does. But it comes in handy in a case like this, you know? I can't say I wouldn't play it just as stupid. Easy get out of jail free card. The rest of the club meeting went smoothly, and that's when Art Lad and I headed out to meet up with Best Bro. Best Bro,
dude, how's it going? College hasn't been kicking your asses the next Tuesday, huh?
Art Lad says,
no, it's just art classes. I'm not studying anything that needs me to use math or something.
Best Bro,
oh yeah, you're probably one of those 2 + 2 = 5 type of dumbass.
Then Art Lad and Best Bro play fight for a little bit. Art Lad puts him in a chokehold and gives him a noogie, and then he lets him go. Yeah, just a couple bros doing bro stuff. What do you want? Best Bro,
what about you, OP? College hasn't melted your brain yet?
OP, no, it's just graphic design. I'm literally learning about how to make a pamphlet and make posters look nice. Not everybody's meant to be a doctor, you know? Best Bro,
I'm studying history.
OP, point proven. Please tell me you're getting a full ride scholarship studying history. My God. Don't do this to yourself, I'm telling you. It's super interesting, mega fascinating, but do it in your own free time. Just save thousands of dollars. After a swat on the head with a menu flyer and some laughs, we ordered our drinks and found a place to sit. We talked about what we'd been up to, what I did during the summer, how Best Bro's girlfriend had been doing, just normal stuff. In my journal, I wrote down I'm still hit or miss when it comes to the club, but at least today I talked to my friends about life and stuff, and I just hope that I could learn to be more honest with myself. After some time, it was time for Best Bro to head home. Nice little meeting, cozy vibe. I like that. I thought, they were going to follow you there or something, but I'm glad you got to enjoy it. Probably you'll see him walking out. I'll put my foot right in my mouth, too. Anyway, Artlad says, "See you Monday, OP. Don't let that homework kill you." OP, not if I get to me first. Yeah, that homework doesn't stand a chance. I'm right here. Best Bro, "Hey, OP, you need a ride home? I could give you one." OP, "Thanks, but I don't have money for gas, so next time, maybe." Best Bro, "Actually, I wanted to talk to you alone. Do you mind?" OP, "Something going on with you and girlfriend? Is this one of those need a friend who's a girl so I can better understand my girlfriends? Because if it is, it all starts with putting the seat back down. It's always putting the seat back down. That's right. And when you use my toilet, you sit down. I don't want to see you standing up peeing in here." Best Bro says, "No, dumbass. It's not about me or my girl. It's about Artlad." OP, "What about him?" Best Bro, "It's best if we head to my car. I tend to think clearly when I'm driving." So I get in his car and we start heading towards my home. OP, "What's on your mind regarding Artlad?" Best Bro, "I've known Artlad since we were kids. I know when something's not right. Something's bothering him and he's not opening up about it. Have you noticed anything off?" OP, "Only when the people that he met in art class are around. They keep reminding him of the time that he did something during the time that he was taking summer classes, but I have no idea what that something is." Best Bro, "Artlad has a bad habit of not thinking before he acts. Sometimes I wonder if he cares or knows that what he does affects people." Very self-absorbed. Just typical extrovert things. And OP says, "Dude, this is the same person that way back in 10th grade, when it was super, super obvious that one girl wanted his junk, and then he was all like, 'Bro, is it me? Or is the girl trying to tell me something? I don't know what to do.' Well, said girl is literally sitting in the corner, giving the hand gesture." And what does that mean? She wants a hot dog or something? Popsicle? What is that? And Best Bro, "Then he finally picked up the hint and goes out with her, only for them to break up right away." OP, "I don't think he even has a chance to, sleep with them half the time." Best Bro, "My point is that he just brushes it off, saying there's always a better next time. And now he's all like, I don't want to talk about it." OP, "I don't know, man. I wasn't there when it happened. I just started this week at college." Best Bro, "Well, really? I guess never mind. Just tell me when something's really wrong, okay? He's like my brother, and I don't want him to be hurt or be one that hurts somebody else." What the fuck does that mean? That's ominous. Excuse me?
I don't know, man. You've been seeming sus lately.
OP, "Yeah, for sure. He's the only one I know on campus anyway, so don't worry." Best Bro, "Thanks, OP." So he drops me off in front of my house and waves goodbye, and I had this aching feeling that Artlad had something that he didn't want people to know. Just like ReddX, I thought he might have a thing for Queenie, and maybe Sourface might also, but oh boy, I was proven wrong. Ooh, hell of a cliffhanger here. He's like, "Hey, everything that you think you know, it's all wrong. Read the next part." I can't, we're running long today. But this part, like I said, it was full of interesting conflict, much intrigue. Good series. This is where I end this tale, but next time, Sourface is the one to meet up with me before or after classes, and yeah, it's a tough one to get through. Well, at least for me it is. Thanks for reading. I know my grammar and storytelling aren't the best. Curse of being bilingual. Drink lots of fluids, not Mountain Dew. With peace and love, Dizzy, out. Like I said, a rather strong entry. I'm looking forward to getting back into the next one with Sourface. I think I find him to be the most interesting, because an entitled man is always sort of, well, not necessarily an oxymoron, but pretty damn close. Most of the time, anyways. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, check out the Patreon or the YouTube memberships. Support us month to month. I'd appreciate you. We've also got a fourth wall if you'd like to check out some merch. Like the video, share it around. Sharing is very important. Word of mouth is the most valuable thing in the world. So I thank you muchly if you did that, but if you didn't, that's okay. I just want to tell you, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.